Yo, what's good, my people? Welcome to Wally's Welding World. I'm the Weld Professor, and I want to get on here today and I want to spit some knowledge to you guys. I want you guys to realize something, and this is real, absolutely real, no fake about this at all. So when I broke out into the industry, like, I wasn't a downhill welder, right? I wasn't in a shop practicing that downhill to go out there and pass that downhill test. No, I wasn't that great, guys. I had practiced a little bit, but I didn't have all the time in the world to practice. I kind of just got thrown out there and had to really survive on my own. So realize this, guys, like, there's a lot of schools out there, and it's wonderful that they're able to teach you guys this downhill process. You know, it's kind of what I like to do. I like to teach this downhill process because when I got out there in the field, there wasn't nobody to teach me really the downhill process. You know, everybody kind of kept it a little secret, like, you need to figure it out, you know, but every now and then a guy come over and kind of give me a little hint here and there, you know, hey, you know, you need to do this, you know, when you're doing that, you need to do this, you need to do that. Now, I paid attention to all of them, and I took all their styles and I kind of ran with all their different skills and techniques and developed my own skill and technique. And that's what welding is about. It's about taking everybody's knowledge and applying it to yourself and basically creating your own style. Now, Wally's Welding World has his own style of welding. It's crazy, it's wild, it's different than everybody else's. I don't take these big old gaps. Even when I TIG, I don't take big old gaps. I take about an 1/8 inch gap. I'll run a 332 up in there. That's just my style, guys. Everybody's different. There's 100 million ways to skin a cat, baby. I mean, don't be skinning the cat, but you know what I mean? Skinning the deer. Well, I guess some people might not look at it that good of a way because they don't believe in hunting, but, you know, we utilize it all the way to its advantage, you know, kind of like somebody would do when they hunt. You know, they use everything up and they utilize all of that animal, you know, to basically say thank you for, you know, your sacrifice. And so, you know, that's what kind of welding is, you know, in a sense, in a way, you know, like, thank you to the people who sacrifice the time and knowledge and wisdom to give to us when we can get it. Now, you know, I can't just be out there spouting out all this free information because then, you know, I feel like you would only gain off it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you would, though. You would be the one gaining off it the most. Me, I would just be giving you all my knowledge. Now, that's why everybody's starting to cash in, and I'm being serious, why everybody's starting to open up their own schools and cash in on teaching, because they're realizing the need and demand for learning how to weld and learning how to teach. And now, you guys can go out there and you can go to these schools, and it's wonderful. I'm not knocking the schools. And you can get all the weld time you can in the world to learn these welding skills and techniques. But I'm going to be honest, man, I didn't have that, you know. I really didn't. Old Wally had to just kind of get in that cold-ass hooch and figure it out, you know, and I did. And there's times, you know, my nose is running, I'm shivering, I'm shaking, and I can't, you know, get over the fact that, you know, I'm trying to learn this in this kind of condition. Well, that's when I came up with the motto, any position, any condition, I'm gonna go and get it. And so that's what I did with my life, you know. In the position I was, in the conditions I was just out there motivated and getting it and driven, trying to get this welding technique and skill down. And I did. I eventually captured it somewhat, but you know what? It took me years of being out there on the pipeline in the shivering cold trying to figure it out, man. I mean, that's what it took, man. It didn't really take me to be in a nice, warm environment, you know, with people guiding me and teaching me. I mean, nah, man. It wasn't like that for a lot of people out there. For so many years, people, you know, they didn't want to teach this trade. It was a secret, you know. The skilled welders out there, the top of the line elite welders and rig welders, man, they didn't want you out there having access to their work because they felt intimidated and threatened because, in a sense, it is a reputation out here that you have to withhold. You know, you got a good work ethic, you do good work, they carry on to the next. You don't do good work, you don't got good work ethic, you don't got good welds. Well, guess what? It's not going to carry you that far. So I'm going to tell you guys over and over again, you need to be practicing. You need to be working on the development of your welding skills. And I try to give you as much as I can out here because I believe, like, look, you can be under that arc by yourself and you will figure it out. You don't need me to really show you how to get under that arc and how to do it. What you need is you need me to guide you on how to present yourself to do that, how to set up your welding machine, how to set up your fit, how fast you got to drag that, how much pressure you got to apply. It's all those things. Everything is a formula. It all comes together. The travel speed, you know, the heat, the motion, the flexibility, the comfortability, all of it, it all comes together. It's all a formula, man. And that they say that too when it comes to so many different things, you know. There's a formula, and without the formula, it really doesn't happen, right? Micros and neutrons and atoms, all that stuff is a formula. And, you know, when it's all combined and collected together, it you know, it makes something. And so Do that with yourself, guys. Go out there and collect all the molecules in the world and ask, atoms to come together in life and make something of it, Be something in your life today, guys. I'd love to get on here and motivate you all the time and tell you how great life could be, but I'm gonna be honest, like, life isn't easy. It'll fucking beat you up all the way to the end. Pow, 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 pow. It won't stop hitting you. And when you're down, it'll start kicking you and hitting you even harder. So life is really about picking yourself up and carrying on and marching. There's so many times people have beat me down and tried to keep me down, but it was a mindset. I knew, like, I had to go out and I had to get it. Like, it wasn't on them, it was on me. They could see and say what they wanted, but it wasn't a reality in my life. They said, oh, he's broke and he's starving. Well, good. Think that. I am broke. I am starving. And I tell myself that all the time. I'm broke. I'm starving, even if I got money piled up in the bank, because it keeps me leaving that money in the bank thinking, like, I'm broke and I'm starving. But see, in all reality, guys, I do care, and I do get on here and I do spit this knowledge to you guys, because I believe, like, there's people out there that do need the help. I needed the help at one time, and I only wish I could have been on here years ago more than I was motivating. I started this channel years ago with this rap career, and it never took off. And then I realized, like, that's cool. Maybe that's just not my niche in life. And I still rap, and I still make music, and I still will. And I'll still put out an album. Like, it ain't over for me yet. I already said I'll never fade away. And even when I'm long gone, I ain't ever going to fade away. I plan on leaving an imprint so big in this world that when I vanish, it doesn't vanish. It stays in the world. And so that's my mission in life, and that's been my mission in life my whole life, is to leave an imprint, to leave an impact, and to spread it all the way across the globe and bring it back home. And I've said it many years ago in my rhymes, and I still say it to this day all the time. I'm a firm believer, like, we got to put out the positive energy in the world, because it's a ripple effect, and it does come back. And if it doesn't come back, it just keeps on going out. Just keep on spreading that ripple effect and keep dipping that positivity into the world, because if we don't, and we keep hating each other, and we keep doing it like we do, man, this world it's already headed for hell, and we're already living in hell, and we just got to make the best of it, because you can make it your own heaven right here. You really can. I'm a firm believer, like, through all the pain, through all the suffering I've had to endure, there's so much happiness that it can replace it. And even at times when I still feel down and out, and I feel like I'm not going anywhere and I'm not doing anything, in reality I am. I still moving. I keep the momentum going. And so keep the momentum going, guys. Never stop. I love the fact I've inspired so many people, and I'll continue to inspire you guys. That's what I want to do. I've seen a lot of YouTube channels go up and really start hitting what they're doing in their type of welding career, and it's awesome. It's cool, man. I don't know if I inspired all those guys or somebody inspired you, but we're all inspired by somebody and something. And so if I'm not the one inspiring you and somebody else is inspiring you, that's awesome. I know I have a lot of mentors that I look up to that has inspired me, and rest in peace to Luke Stover and Tim Greaves, two of my mentors that have passed away in my early life for the beginning of my welding career. Those were my two mentors from the beginning, two of the biggest ones. And I'm forever thankful for those two gentlemen in my life so much. If it wasn't for them, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. And for all in reality, I know if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm a high school dropout, guys. I ran the streets hard trying to break dance and chase my rap career, and just fell in love with welding, and I loved it, man. Nothing was cooler to me than melting metal apart and destroying it and then putting it back together. So, I'll continue to keep welding and keep doing this and keep teaching my son and leading the future to anybody and everybody that I possibly can. As far as like changing my career now after 20 years, I don't think so. Wally's Welding World will continue to thrive and be a welding business now. As far as like the school and stuff, that's always in the high sight of me to open up my own doors of my own school. But you know what? I'm done telling my ideas out there in the world, because everybody's acting on my ideas that I've been spreading out there in the world, and they're able to capitalize on it more than I am. So I'm just not there in my life, and I've accepted it. Some other people are further ahead of me in their welding careers and their teaching, and that's awesome. I root for them and I hope the best for them. But in all reality, I know God has a timing for me, and everything he wants for me will happen in time. And I just follow him. I pray and I follow him. And I know that when I make the decisions in my life, that it's because I prayed on it. I don't make decisions in my life without praying on them, because I've gotten myself in a situation where I was unhappy and I knew I didn't pray on it. And once I did pray on it, I felt like, this wasn't the move. And so, yeah, I'm a firm believer. Yeah, I might cuss and be wild and crazy and do things that might seem like ungodly, but deep down in my heart, like, I have faith and I believe in God, because I truly understand what it's like now to have a prayer life and have a connection with God. And that's my biggest thing in my life right now, is having that connection with him to carry me on, making my heaven here as long as I can here to help those around me, because there's so many people in my life that need my help, and I want to continue to help them. All right, enough of me just going on and rambling, but I really feel like somebody can use this, and so I'll continue to put out these messages for you guys. It's Monday, I got up early, I'm motivated, I got work to do. That's just it. My son, he sleeps in, he's lucky, he's spoiled, he's got it made being with me. But at the same time, as much as I love him and I will baby him, I will be tough on him, and I will show him the right way. I won't lead him into something that won't do him good and prosperous. I'll make sure for a fact what I teach him will carry him on for the rest of life. Because I'll be honest, my mom passed away early, and I see a lot of my good friends pass away early in life, and I don't want that to be the subject of my life, where I pass away early and I don't got nothing to leave behind. It's only assets and money, and memories. So that's all we really have to leave behind. Make sure they're good assets, good amount of money, and amazing freaking memories. Because in the end, that's what it'll be about, the memory you leave behind. I do want nothing but to just leave good memories behind. So when I see you, man, and you see me or whatever, be sure to point it out and say, hey, man, I'll give you a big hug, bro. I love people, man. My mom raised me that way. Hug everybody, love everybody, and be there for everybody you possibly can. So that's where I'm at. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Happy Monday. Let's get it.